Hey guys, I want to do a quick tutorial on how to book a lesson online or reserve a cage. So you can see I'm starting here on Google, and the first thing we'll type in is Synergy Sports Academy, and the top hit is our website here. You obviously could go to our exact URL if you wanted to do that as well. So once it comes to the splash page here, we'll go to the bottom left-hand corner, and we will click on the enter button. Now once you're in the site, obviously you have the home page here. It has all the information that you may or may not need. And just to go through the website real quick, to find out more information about memberships, lessons, classes, camps, different events that we have going on, would be under how to participate. Just a little bit about the people involved and the players involved with Synergy. Some information on our teams, youth and high school. Softball program. Any contact information. Get the Scoop is actually a newsletter that we put out, so if you want interested in getting the newsletter, you could click there and fill out that form. News will be our blog page, so we put articles out periodically, and you find it under the news. And then Schedule Now is the button that you want to focus on. So when I click Schedule Now, it's going to take me to our sub-site for booking. Booking a cage for a reservation to come hit or a lesson. Once I click on that button, it'll bring me to this page. So I have the option to either create an account if I don't have one, which will be on the left side, or on the right side, I can log in to my existing account. Now at the front desk, we can create a username and password for you, or you can create an account here online. So if you have an account and then you create another account, then you'll have multiple accounts. So if you already have an existing account, please use that account. So go ahead and click log in here, and once we log in, we'll have some options. Now on the home page, once we log in, you'll see some different steps on how to book. So it'll walk you through, just a reminder there. Also, just basic pricing on different things that we have available. And then also too, if you want to purchase a package of lessons, you could do that right here for the drop down, and it'll put it onto your account. It's automatically, and it'll deduct every time you schedule a lesson. So just for example, if you want to do a half-hour package of lessons, you can choose that and then click purchase. And once you click purchase, it'll bring up the total. It'll have your information. This is your billing information. If you have a card on file with us, you could use that card to which you see this account does, or you could process with a new card if you have a new card. So I'm going to go back to reservations here rather than complete that transaction. Another thing too, you can also see your reservation activity. So you can see, just get an overall snapshot of how many times you've used the facility and what happened during that visit, whether it was a cage reservation or a lesson. So real quick, I'm just going to run through how to book a time slot in the cage. Select length of reservation, so I'm just going to go through and select an hour. Then I'm going to say, I'm going to choose whether I want an instructor. If you want an instructor, this is going to have a price associated with it. If you don't want an instructor and you just want to reserve time in the cage, you would click no instructor, cage 2, or cage 3 or 4 or 5, or whichever you prefer. Now you're going to select the player that will be attending. So in this example, Jimmy Cook would be the selection. There is no reason to use this additional players unless you don't have a player in this drop down here. If you do have a player, just select the player and then move down to the cage and mound. So now since I've selected cage 2, I'm going to tell it that I want cage 2 right here. No preference could be chosen. And then I'm going to simply go to the calendar date that I want to book and reserve my time. In this case, I'm going to go March 15th, which is a Wednesday. Once I select the date, it's going to search our database and tell you what available appointment times we have. And then you'll see the dark gray are available time slots, and these are all for cage 2. Remember, we said cage 2. So this is Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and depending on how you search, you can search by cage or you can search by multiple options. So pretty self-explanatory. But in this case, cage 2 is pretty booked up. on Wednesdays. So let's say we go to Thursday, March 16th, and I click 4 o'clock. It will come up, and then if you have if this were not a no instructor, if this were a package or a lesson with an instructor, you could apply one of your packages to this session. But in this case, no instructor, we would not apply a package. Just again, if you have an instructor tied to this session, you could tie one of your packages to that session. And then you can set up all your email confirmations, reminders, and things of that nature. So in this case, I have an email address that it reminds. I also have a text message that it reminds. And then in this case, there's nothing to pay, but if you would like to pay now, you can select that if you have a session that requires some type of payment. But just for a simple reservation for a membership, there would be nothing to pay, to which I will click on continue here, and you will see that it just omits that payment because there is no payment tied to it, and it tells me that it has been confirmed. So from this point, I'll receive reminder emails, text messages, however I've set it up, that I do have a time scheduled, and from that point, you're ready to go. Now, a couple things about your account. You can click on account here, and that account will, you can change your information, change your username, change your password, all that kind of stuff. And then for reservations, you would just simply click that. It will take you to the beginning of where we started here. You can add players, edit player information. In this case, Jimmy Cook would be on my account. I could edit that, I could delete it, I could add a new one, and then I can see just some other different options up here. Now, if I click the home button, it will actually take me back to Synergy and close this sub-site out. So we'll go ahead and click the home button, and then you're going back to the Synergy Sports Academy homepage, and you can continue to view the website from there. So hope this clears up some things, and maybe you can maybe this will allow you to book more sessions online. Thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.